Coach, when you look around the league or do you look around the league for inspiration to sort of steal sets or actions from other coaches? Is that a common practice?
Oh yeah, we all see what everybody else is doing. Sure, everybody sees what everybody else is doing. Yeah, without a doubt.
Is it the type of thing where you say we could do exactly that, or do you kind of tailor it, say,
Yeah, it's a little bit. I mean, every team is different. You have different personnel. Like, certain things that you could do for Damien. Here with the group that's assembled, you couldn't do other places. So it depends on who's around him, and it's like that for every team. Some things we all do pretty similarly, and then other things are different based on personnel.
Last night you said the transition defense was an effort thing. Is there anything that you can do to make them?
I don't even know if that's true, but it's really bad. It's hard to say there's no effort, but I don't know. It's a focus. It's a lack of understanding of what we have to do. I mean, we're not as fast as some other teams. Our individual players are not as fast as the individual players at SAC or Golden State. So that tells you, what you better do to make up for that. If you don't do that, and that's, monster communication and monster focus on sprinting back. And if you don't do that, then you're in big trouble. And so if we don't do that, it's on us for not realizing what we have to do to get there. So that's been disappointing down this stretch so far.
The league fined Anthony Davis, really his agent, last week, $50,000 for asking for a trade. Do you feel like that?
I didn't know that.
Should a player be able to say, I want to be traded?
Well, I'm not the Supreme Court, but I don't know if there's a definitive written rule against it or not. I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I have this feeling other people have done the same thing, haven't they? Over time.
Yeah, I was surprised.
So my question would be, why now? Maybe the only question I'd have, unless it's a written rule someplace, then I don't know about it.
You sense that once the deadline passes, and I know you said you don't lose sleep over
Once
it.
it passed, it's gone, right?
I know, it's over now.
Okay,
But
right.
you sense the locker room is more at ease, knowing that guys know where they are?
I'm sure it is, but nobody verbalizes it. They're just all into themselves. We actually joked about it today. I walked by Rudy at breakfast this morning. I said, Rudy, how much time I got left before I can get rid of your butt? And one of the, I think Lamarcus or somebody said, hey, you got 46 minutes, Pop. Something like that, just to have fun with it.
How's Lamarcus been for you this year?
He's been a beast, both last year and this year. For all the turmoil last year and this year with losing DeJounte and then losing Derek White, he's been the one consistent factor throughout. He's scored, he's rebounded, he's played night after night. He's been fantastic.
He's picked on LeBron's team, but LeBron said that he's even picking him, even though you're going to make that call to tell him you can only play him 2 minutes. Has that already been made yet? That call?
No, I don't know. I have. Oh no, with me?
Yeah.
No, I haven't talked to LeBron.
You only want to tell him, listen, you only play him 2 minutes.
We'll see. It's all up to LA.
Give a sense at all how long Derek will be out?
I think he'll be back after All-Star break, pretty quickly, unless they take another picture and find out something.
So he didn't travel at all with you guys?
No.
He was playing really
He's
well
doing
for
really
him too.
He was, in some ways, next to LA, he was probably the guy we were dependent on the most for a lot of different things because he was our best perimeter defender. He guarded a lot of positions, 1, 2, and 3, and he was really keeping us all copacetic. He had everything. He knew what was going on the court, and he needed to do that. So, we've had to do it by committee, and that's not the best formula in the NBA to do point guard by committee, but we're forced to do that, and they're trying their best. So we're scoring points. We're scoring enough points to win games. That's the focus that I have to have. The defensive end is what's let us down. So that's where our emphasis is.
With all the roster turnover you had last summer especially, can you put into words what Patty Mills has meant just keeping the culture going?
You know, Patty is the spiritual leader of the team. He is energetic all the time. He's always positive. He coaches the young kids. He keeps the older guys who haven't been here very long in a situation where they're continuing to learn and understand the system. He's been a huge key in that regard.
Speaking of one of the young kids, last night for Lonnie Walker, is that just a huge growing experience, not just to play 26 minutes, but against that team?
Yes, I mean, for anybody that would be. If you're playing against, the best team in the world, and you've been playing in the D League all year, you say, "Come on up here. We're going to go to Golden State. and We're going to play 26 minutes." I probably would have had a heart attack if I was his age and somebody told me that. It's just tough, but he went out there and he played. He worked hard, got some shots, and got to get backdoored and slipped on by Clay and Steph, and saw some good stuff.
How's his ankle?
He's out. He's
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
For a while.
And when I asked him, I said, "I'm fine.
Are you guys going to be scouring and buyout market, just let RC and his guys do what they do with the buyout market as well? Approach it the same way as you do trade?
Well, every team does their due diligence all year long. I mean, it's not, you might do it or you might not. You never know what's going to happen, what's going to come up. So all teams are always diligent in that regard, whether it's free agency or trade deadline or buyouts. It doesn't matter.
You give Brett any advice with Sims, Jim and Jonathan? He's going with his team now.
Yeah, I think it's great. I'm excited for both of them. They know each other well, and hopefully that'll be a help for them. Okay.